Alright, hello everyone. This is Rich, and this is my DVD update for July, was it 7th? 7th, 2009. I got 4 DVDs I'm going to do in this part, and then 4 DVDs I'm going to do in a second part. So let's get into it. First one is a Mystery Science Theater. It's kind of a crappy cover for The Final Sacrifice. It's episode 9-10 of the show. It's one of the second to last seasons. They make fun of a movie that's like kind of like a cult movie. Where a kid figures out that his dad was researching a cult, and he goes and tries to find the area, and there are these other alien beings trying to get this map from him so they could find this Aztec temple thing. And this is where they get the Roused Hour thing from. So if you ever just Google Roused Hour into YouTube, you'll know what I'm talking about. Where this kid says Roused Hour, one right here my finger is, 8,000 times in the movie. Oh my god. This is one of the funniest episodes, in my opinion, of Mystery Science Theater 3000. I don't know what else to say, but I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's really good. Really funny. Next is my Super Bit version of The Fifth Element. It's a different kind of a cover there. I think this was a teaser poster. That was pretty cool. Really doesn't have too much on it since it's a Super Bit version. I think it has the trailer and I think behind the scenes notes or some shit like that. It's definitely not. I think there's a special edition out for this. That's really good. I'm a big fan of The Fifth Element. Hopefully I didn't put these in the other DVD review. I might have done this in another DVD review. I'm not sure. This is in my pile. But I would put this up with honestly, I would put this movie up as a favorite in my just as good as, this is blasphemy, just as good as Blade Runner or just as good as Star Wars. I mean, it's really interesting, it's futuristic, has aliens, has action. It's awesome, in my opinion. I really do like this movie. A lot of people give this movie shit, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's from the director of The Professional. I don't know. I think Bruce Willis is also awesome. He's a very underused action star. I think a lot of people just dismiss him and shit, and I think that's bullshit. Next is the really unknown sequel to A Christmas Story, which, I mean, it's not as good, and none of the original cast comes back, but I thought it was really cute. It was really interesting. It's called My Summer Story. Has Kieran Culkin in it, and Charles Grodin, and Mary Steenburgen. It's interesting. It just continues the story of Ralphie, but it's in the summer. His dad tries to take him fishing. He has this top fight, these spinning tops. You can see him on the back. It's him versus this Scott Farkus wannabe character. It's not Scott Farkus, it's just some other kid that has a Scott Farkus hat. But yeah, it's really interesting. I found this one for $3 at Big Lots. It's definitely worth the $3, in my opinion. I don't know, check it out. I think it's pretty interesting. I did see it on LMN a couple of times, when Princess Bride was on there. Maybe it's worth checking out there. Last one I have for this first part of this is my VHS rip of My Best Friend is a Vampire. Let's see better. My Best Friend's a Vampire. And this has, I forget the guy's name, and they don't say it on the back here, because I had to like adapt this from a crappy cover I found of the VHS. I believe this is out on DVD though, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it has like a release on DVD, but I found it on VHS, so I'm not gonna pay for a DVD when I already have it on VHS, and it's not, you know, that great of a movie that I need to get it on DVD. But it has one of the guys that's on House. Let's see if I can see it in here. I think it's Robert Sean Leonard. I could be wrong, but he's one of the main doctors on House now. He becomes a vampire, and he has like a guy that was like, you know, is like he's like an apprentice to like a vampire that's been around for like, you know, hundreds of years, and he has to deal with being like, you know, a vampire and all, and like his 80s teen angst and whatnot, which I think is pretty cool, you know. I don't know which one, as I drew on camera, I don't know which one came first, this one or what's the other one? Once Bitten. But this one's like this one's more drama than it is comedy, and I think I like that a little better. But I do like seeing early Jim Carrey, you know, back when he did like Duck Soup and whatnot. The Duck Soup? No, Duck Factory. I believe it's the Duck Factory. So I don't know. I suggest seeing this one. I believe it's out on DVD. All these are out except for this one. This one I had to torrent. I'm getting a big torrent of Mystery Science Theater at the moment, and this was one of them that I got kind of early on the torrent, so I decided to burn it. But yeah, all the Mystery Science Theaters are out there if you want to find them. I think there's a big ass torrent on Pirate Bay right now. If anyone really likes Mystery Science Theater, you get almost every single episode of Mystery Science Theater on there. It's like 135 gigabytes. But I mean, if you have a fast connection or some shit, you know, you might as well get it before Pirate Bay shuts down, because I heard they're going legit. That one Swedish guy got put in jail for helping for copyright infringement and shit. So get it while you can, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to stick with Mini Nova or whatever other torrent things, BTmon and stuff like that. And I don't know if those are, you know, that great. I've only used them a couple of times when I really had to, if I couldn't find shit on Pirate Bay. Right, well, I know I got a couple minutes remaining on here, but I'm just gonna cut it short now. I have 4 more to go, and I'll be back. See you in a minute, YouTube.